Please gather to the front of the stage and welcome a very special opening ritual by the last Zen samurai.
For the samurai people, sword is not just like a weapon. This is a symbol of the balance and holy symbol. Swinging a sword, its meaning is that they purify this place.
Please show your love and respect and gratitude for the one and only Sensei Zen Takai, the last Zen samurai. He is 16th generation samurai ninja, and we are so honored to receive his artistry and his energy for our opening ceremony this evening. And with that, how we feeling tonight? Oh, I like that. My name is Maimuna Youssef, also known as Mumu Fresh, and it is my pleasure to welcome all of you here tonight to the Summit Plenary, where we're going to come together as one to collectively embrace the possibilities of this weekend, to open our minds and our hearts and co-create together pure magic. And to help us kick off this incredible journey, I want to have everyone come to the front. Come to the front, get involved. That's right. Bring that energy all here centered together. Let's all focus in. Oh, I like that. One mind, one heart, one spirit. Please allow me to introduce one of the Summit's founders himself, Brett Levy.
Okay. Check. Hey, okay, never had to follow a samurai and a Mumu Fresh before. Just wanted to take a second to welcome everyone here to Baja. By a show of hands, how many people first time at Summit? Quite a few newbies, not for long. We're thrilled to have you. It's been about 6 years since Summit last graced the beaches of Mexico in Tulum. We are thrilled to be back. We're thrilled that you're here joining us. You could have been anywhere in the world. You all could have been at the Tyson fight tonight, you know? But you chose to be here. You chose to show up to support us and this work that we do in building community. We're thrilled to have you here. We're very honored to share this experience with you. And we thank you very much for making this a priority in your life. So thank you. A little bit more on that front, I'd like to welcome to the stage my partner in Summit, Langley McNeil. Give it up for Langley.
What's up, Summit? Can everyone hear me? All right. So happy to see everyone. So 17 years ago, when we started Summit, we wanted to do something different. We wanted to transform the traditional conference industry. You all know the type, right? You sit in a windowless hotel conference room for multiple days. The fluorescent lights beat down upon you. The food's usually not very good. Usually one format, just speaker to audience. And the most meaningful moments are often in the hallways or the coffee breakouts. So we said, what if we flipped this? And we built the best community first, and then all the programming could support the community year-round. So we started gathering the very best entrepreneurs we could find. And then we started mixing in other industries, professional athletes, scientists, nonprofit leaders, artists, makers, that weren't only about achievement and resume, but it was all about who everyone was as people and all about character. And then we started adding in shared immersive experiences rooted in intellectual curiosity and genuine human connection. And the coolest things started happening. As we gained a little momentum, we got to meet our favorite people's favorite people, and the community started to build itself word of mouth. So my favorite thing about my job as head of community is I get to see behind the scenes, all the collaborations and the connections that are made. And if you know me, which a lot of you do, you know I love to keep score. So over the last 17 years, we've had over 60 marriages come out of this community. There are little Summit babies running around these days. We've seen billions of dollars of capital exchanged, nonprofits funded, co-founders discovering each other because they had the same great idea. They just didn't have the person to build it with. My favorite, though, is watching people reconnect with their sense of joy and their sense of purpose, which brings us to today. Our team has spent the better part of an entire year crafting every detail of this program for you all. So now the most exciting part of the process begins. We get to hand it over to you. So for the next 72 hours, we get to step into this surreal world where we create our own reality and we create our own culture. And as we know, if you're in this community, you're on the front lines every day doing the hardest, most challenging things. And that can be exhausting. So we took the best of a really good work trip, a wellness retreat, a culinary exploration, a music festival, a vacation, and combined it into one choose your own adventure, and you get to do it however you want. There are no bad choices. So at Summit, we have a simple yet ambitious mantra. Make no small plans, because life is precious and it should be spent doing something meaningful. Every one of you has been handpicked to be here, and I cannot wait to see what we do together. Thank you. Thank you guys, making me feel so good. So we are so excited and honored to have this next artist joining us. She flew in all the way from Tennessee. She's a Grammy-nominated musician. She's going to be reading us some poems, singing us a few songs. The New York Times just hailed her as the most refreshing and interesting new talent. Please give it up for Valerie June.
So I'm going to start by reading y'all a poem to open everything. Do you think we get a blank page every day to begin our day? All right, well, some people up in the front think that, but I don't know about y'all in the back. I believe we do. So this poem, Under the Full Moonlight, is to remind you that we do get that blank page. You only have one day till the moonrise sunset down. Only one day before the sunrise moonset round. What will you do and where will you be found? Who will you be? Leave the earth-wrapped love spellbound. You only have 1 hour before the starshine midnight blue, just a single hour till the clear sky morning dew. How will you face this bright day pathway new, and what words to write on this blank page lying beneath you? What will be said of your stargaze lightship eyes, and what could be heard of your bird flight cross blue skies? Well, who would have seen your moon glow night dance twirls, and who would have guessed you'd sketch a rainbow painted world? Every day waking, we get the opportunity to sculpt the day for 72 hours as co-creators. What kind of shit we gonna make? Huh? This is a song that came to me when I was cooking in my kitchen. I had my cast iron nice and hot. I had my garlic in there and the olive oil and the onions, and it was smelling so good. And the way I write songs is I hear voices. So as I chopped down into a carrot, I heard a voice start singing to me. And when they first start coming and they're singing to me, I think, oh shit, what's going on? But then I have to back it up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm getting a song. So I turned off the stove because I didn't want to burn down the house. And the voice sang me this. Well, is there a light that you have inside you can't touch? A looking glass, it can only show you so much. But if you follow the signs, slowly but steady, don't rush, and the day will come when you're ready. Just trust. You be dancing on the astral plane, and all the water blooms and wine, floating through the stratus, trying to get to see shore. Well, is there a way for you to shine without fear? You're from other worlds, but you can't see what keeps you here. Dancing on the astral plane, holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratus, I'll be at your seashore. Dancing on the astral plane, holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratus, blind me at your seashore, blind me at your sea, blind me at your sea, blind me at your sea, blind me at your seashore. Well, is there a way for you to give it your all and your all and your all? You're dreaming a dream of sweeter things, things great, things slow. Dancing on the astral plane, and holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratus, blind me at your seashore. Dancing on the astral plane, holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratus, blind me at your seashore, blind me at your sea, blind me at your sea, turned on the stove. My ass was hungry. And I went and visited with David Bowie. And the voice said, well, there is a light that you have inside you. Can touch. Don't forget.
Woo! I need y'all to do better than that. Make some noise. Woo! Chills all over. Oh. Chills all over. The incomparable and enchanting Valerie June, y'all. Woo! Wow, that was beautiful. Whew, let's just sit in that for a minute. Let that settle in the astral plane. Can we take a deep breath together? Just breathe it in. Let it out with a sigh. Delicioso. Next up, we would like to invite two artists from right here in Baja, hailing from a little town just up the coast called El Pescadero. During the pandemic, they joined forces to create their very own theater right inside of the earth. From there, they performed an adaptation of Khalil Gibran's The Prophets for intimate audiences, inspired by their favorite line from the piece, "Work is love made visible." We're going to get to experience a glimpse of that work and that love. So please welcome Mehri Eslamania, and Dylan Porter, the founders of Teatro Pescadero. Thank you.
And then a plowman spoke and said, "Speak to us of work." And he answered, saying, "You work so that you may keep pace with the earth and the soul of the earth."
For to be idle is to become a stranger unto the seasons, and to step out of life's procession which marches in majesty and proud submission towards the infinite.
When you work, you are a flute, through whose heart the whispering of the hours turns to music. Which of you would be a reed, dumb and silent, when all else sings together in unison?
Always you have been told that work is a curse, labor a misfortune.
Sucks.
But I say that when you work, you fulfill a part of Earth's furthest dream, assigned to you when that dream was born. And in keeping yourself with labor, you are in truth loving life. And to love life through labor is to be intimate with life's inmost secret.
But if you, in your pain, would call birth an affliction, and the support of the flesh a curse written upon your brow, then I answer that not but the sweat of your brow will wash away that which is written.
You have been told also that life is darkness. And in your weariness, you echo what was said by the weary. And I say that life is indeed darkness, save when there is urge. And all urge is blind, save when there is knowledge. And all knowledge is vain, save when there is work. And all work is empty, save when there is love. And when you work with love, you bind yourself to yourself and to one another
and to God. And what is it to work with love?
It is to weave the cloth with threads drawn from your own heart, even as if your beloved were to wear that cloth. It is to build a house with affection, even as if your beloved were to dwell in that house. It is to sow seeds with tenderness and to reap the harvest with joy, even as if your beloved were to eat the fruit. It is to charge all things you fashion with the breath of your own spirit, and to know that all of the blessed dead are standing about you and watching.
Work is love made visible. And if you cannot work with love, but only with distaste, it is better that you should leave your work. Sit at the gates of the temple. Take alms of those who work with joy. For if you bake bread with indifference, you bake a bitter bread, feeds but half man's hunger. And if you grudge the crushing of the grapes, your grudge distills a poison in the wine. And if you sing, though as angels, and love not the singing, you muffle man's ears to the voices of the day, the voices of the night.
Ooh. I need more than that now. I need more than that. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Mehra Eslaminia and Dylan Porter. Pietro Pescadero. Khalil Gibran was some of the first literature my father ever shared with me. I love the Prophet. He would always use pieces of it to correct us. There's an African proverb that says, if you can talk, you can sing. If you can walk, you can dance. So let's see how many talkers we have in the building. All right? So just repeat after me. When I say peace, you say peace. Let me hear it. Peace. Say love. Peace, peace. Love. Peace, peace. Love. Say peace. Love. Ooh, it's some good talkers and walkers and dancers in the building. All right. We are going to invite back the illustrious Valerie June. We are coming to the end of our beautiful beginning. And I want you all to give her once again a very warm welcome, celebratory invite. Show your gratitude for Valerie June.
Well, I sure thank you so much. This song is a song I like to perform, but before I perform it, I like to tell folks a story. So if y'all are okay with a little storytelling, I'll get started on that now. There was one of America's finest musicians, and every time he performed, he had a huge smile on his face. I mean, huge. And he lived in hard times, and sometimes we think we live in hard times, but sometimes at the venues he performed at, he couldn't enter through the front because of the color of his skin. That doesn't happen to me because I'm pretty. No, it doesn't happen because so many people of many beliefs, ages, classes, religions, all different types of people, different races came together and said, that's some bullshit. We're going to rewrite it so other folks can have freedom. And so I ask you, do we live in a wonderful world? I believe we do, but I think only me and the people in the front believe it. Now, back there, do we believe that we live in a wonderful world? I believe we do. And if we don't, then who gonna do something about it? It's gotta be me and you, babe. So when he sang the song with a smile on his face, that's the power and the beauty of joy, wonder, imagination. He said, well, I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and clouds of white. The brightness of day and the darkness of night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, the colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of the people passing by. Well, I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow up. They learn so much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Calling into being, 'cause I wish to see it all. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie.
Let me not hit you with the banjo. Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie, and thank you to all of the artists, and thank you to you all for bringing your beautiful souls here to share with us tonight. My name is Maimuna Youssef, also known as Mumu Fresh, and we invite you all to dance now to the sounds of Dom Brans. Coming up in just a few moments. Thank you all so much. One more round of applause for Valerie June, you all. Thank you.